Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Zacktivate and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. So in today's video we will be going over all of the differences between soul sand and soul soil. But before we get into that, I would please like to ask you to please wash your hands. It helps you out and helps others out as well. So please do that after this video. And also, yes, I still do not have my skin on. There's a problem going on, but hopefully we fix that soon. Alright, so the first difference I will be talking about is their age. So it is really completely different sides here. So the soul sand was added into Minecraft in the 1.2 preview, and that I believe was in 2010. And soul soil was added into the 20W06A snapshot in 1.16, but was announced in Minecon Live 2019. So almost 10 years, basically 10 years apart here, because 1.16 isn't officially out yet. So yeah, 10 years apart, but they do look really similar. Alright, so moving along here, I want to get out the easy, noticeable ones first. The biggest one, in my opinion, is if you walk over soul sand, you actually are much slower. This goes for mobs too. And when you walk over soul soil, you get no slowness effect. Also, when you walk on soul sand, you actually go down 2 pixels while walking on the block, and soul soil that does not happen. So I think that might be the major difference between the two. Yeah, so I'm showing this off right now. As you can see, I'm much slower when I'm walking on the soul sand versus soul soil. For the next difference, we need to hop into the nether, where both of these blocks are naturally found, and we're going to talk about generation. So, soul soil can only be found in soul sand valleys, the biome I am standing in right here. As you can see, the soul soil is right here. And soul sand actually has a couple of places you can find it at. Just like soul soil, you can also find soul sand in the soul sand valley. I mean, I would hope so, because the name implies that soul sand is present. But yes, this is the first place that you can find soul sand. Another place you can find soul sand is actually in nether fortresses, in the NETHERWART rooms. You can find soul sand right under this NETHERWART right here. And yeah, you cannot find soul soil here. The third place you can find soul sand is actually in the nether waste biome. It has to be below Y65. This is a weird spot for it, but I did find some right here, and we are in a nether waste biome. So this just shows that you can find soul sand in this biome, but you cannot find soul soil. The last place you can find soul sand is actually in the new structures, the bastion, and this leads us to our next difference, which is chest loot. And soul sand can be found in the bastion remnant chests, which soul soil cannot, which is yeah, the difference between loot. Speaking of bastions, where there are supposed to be piglins, I had to spawn these guys in because no one was around. But that leads us to our next thing. As you can see right here, if you barter with a pigling, you have the chance of getting 4 to 16 soul sand when you give them a golden ingot, just like that. So as you can see right here, we did get some soul sand right there. And yeah, for some reason, I don't know, none of them spawned here, so I had to spawn these guys in. That's a little suspicious, but at least we got our soul sand. The next difference is about NETHERWART. So we're going to grab some NETHERWART here, and you can actually place NETHERWART on soul sand, as we saw before in the nether fortress, but you cannot place NETHERWART on soul soil. I'm trying to right now. There's no option to place NETHERWART. So honestly, this is one of the biggest differences in my opinion, because NETHERWART is used a lot. I mean, it has to be used in potion making, so you're gonna need soul sand and not some soul soil. Alright, so the next difference has to do with basalt and a basalt generator specifically. As you can see, we have a piece of soul soil underneath with a lava source right there and a piece of blue ice right next to that. And in the middle we have basalt. So I'll go ahead and break that and show you that this is a basalt generator. This is how you make one. And if you wanted to put soul sand underneath and replace the soul soil, as you can see, the basalt does not generate. So a basalt generator only works with soul soil. That is very useful. Hopefully in your 1.16 survival worlds you make a basalt generator, and just remember, don't use soul sand. Moving on, our next difference is that they have different sounds when placed under a note block. So we'll go ahead and listen to the soul sand sound. Alright, and now give a listen to the soul soil sound. As you can see, they are a lot different. Yeah, just a little minor difference. I don't know if you really want to place these two blocks unless you're creating some sort of note block remix or something, but still a difference. Definitely still a difference. Alright, so the last thing we're going to talk about is bubble columns. If you have played Minecraft recently, you know that soul sand, if you place it under a source water block, actually creates a bubble column, so you could technically use it as an elevator for yourself, mobs, and just any dropped items on the floor. And now, with the introduction of soul soil, you cannot use that as a bubble column elevator. It only works with soul sand, not soul soil. That is something to keep your eye on. Just remember, when you're building one of these, don't try to use soul soil, use soul sand. And that actually wraps up all of our differences between soul soil and soul sand. There were a few, some of them more important than others. Just decided to make this video as 1.16 is around the corner. They released the release date for the 23rd, I believe, of June. So I'm excited for that. I hope you guys are too. I hope this video helped you guys out. If you did not know if there was a difference between these two, it kind of looks like the soul sand was just retextured, but that is not the case. It is a whole new block. I saw some people actually thinking that. In fact, I actually thought that myself at first when I first heard that this was coming to the game. But now we know all of the differences, or I should say most of the differences. I don't know if I covered every single one in this video. If I didn't, let me know some other differences in the comment section below. As always, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. It really helps me out. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.